What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. I am Lady Nyca in with tonight's episode of The Haves and the Have-Nots, Season 6, Episode 4, entitled Tomorrow's Not Promised, Child. That's what it's called. Now, y'all got the part the bitch excuse the hoe for a couple minutes, because, girl, look, let me tell y'all something. When I tell you a head cold ain't nothing to play with, a head cold ain't shit to play with. It ain't nothing to be taken lightly, not at all. This cold, and it seemed like at night it just get worse. You know what I mean? It just get worse at night, and it's just it's this been one hell of a week and a half for me. But here I am. I still got a little post nasal drip because everything coming down finally out of my head. Child, this wig might even be crooked. Just forgive me, honey. Just forgive me, okay? Child, Tyler playing with our feelings. I'm gonna have to tell you, he is playing with our emotions. But bitch, I love it. I love it, girl. I absolutely love what he is giving this season or this remaining season. However it go, the guy said season 6. I will roll with that. I know damn well that season. Anyway, child, we opened back up at the hospital. Madison panicking because the address that was given for the location to where the gunshot victims were picked up at matches the location of the address that Justin gave him as to where Jeffrey gave him as to where Justin stays. So, child, he's in a panic mode right now. He even goes down there and he starts trying to call David, but David don't answer. So Keisha, his little friend girl nurse, she calls Veronica. He get on the phone. He really ain't want to talk to her, but Keisha done called her, so he just tell her, come on down to the hospital. Come on down to the hospital, okay? Then David calls him back and tells him the same. He tell him the same thing. Come on down to the hospital. So when Veronica arrives, Jeffrey ain't there yet. She's asking what happened. Then David show up. He want to know what's happened. Madison explains that it was a call from Justin's address of two gunshot victims, and they were en route to come into the hospital. He ain't certain it's Jeffrey, but they are saying it's an African American and a white man. So automatically, everybody is on high alert. Word. Veronica, of course, starts going off after David, talking about you allowed him to keep messing with that boy. I told you that he needed to stay away from the girly man and all of that. Then the ambulance arrived, and child, it's only one person that is still wounded. The other one has passed away. They whip him on past his parents. They can't see him and be able to identify whether or not it's him or not. And it was at that moment I had started to wonder, could that possibly be that ain't Jeffrey? But I went on with the program because it just didn't, it was something wrong with it. First of all, he don't know nothing but it's a black man and a white person or a person of a different color other than black coming. And then he don't know if, I was confused, family. I don't know. Maybe you weren't, but I was confused, okay? Veronica then, no. So they caught him off into surgery, right? Now, over at the Iron Bone, Mission showed up over there. That's his family establishment, so whatnot. And he's talking to one of his cousins because he looking for Uncle Benny. Uncle Benny ain't nowhere to be seen. So Mitch started saying that he wanted to talk to him about the money that Benny owes them, right? Cousin, you know that Mitch family is racist as hell. They are. They'll tap a piece of black ass, but that's what they want to do with it. Cousin talked about Benny should have never borrowed money he couldn't pay back. Mitch just wants to talk to Uncle Benny and let him know that he about to secure the bag. He gonna get him his money back. But cousin say it might be all day because he sleeps all day after drinking all night. So he said he gonna come back. You can tell it's bad blood. I think them cousins and Mitch don't get along because Mitch won't join the organization. He don't want to be no thug. He don't want to be a part of a crime family. Even though he is by blood, he don't want to participate in the activities, and the family seemingly can't understand that, at least this particular person. Now, David and Veronica over at the hospital waiting, right? They waiting on Jeffrey to come out the surgery. And Veronica wants to go by Justin's apartment. She wants his address because, see, she says she need to go and see what happened and make sure that the DA got all the evidence that they need to put Justin's ass in prison for life for doing this. She not entertaining the idea that Jeffrey could die in surgery at all. David over there, that's all he thinking about. My boy gotta make it, but not his mama. She say Jeffrey is not gonna die in no surgery because he's strong like her, not weak. She goes into this spiel about how Justin can being a sodomite filled with diseases, and she blaming David. And then Madison comes up and child, he crying. He say the African American died, but Veronica said hell to the no. I don't give a damn. Why you lying? See, that's why I don't like your cat now, because it's all they do. I smell the lie on you. Boy, my son did not die. So she refuses to believe it. She walks off. David, on the other hand, wants to see him. So Madison said he going to go talk to the doctor and see if he can get him to be able to see his child. Now, Wyatt fiend ass is still looking for RK because he is yet to return with the drugs that he was supposed to be going to get in Catherine's car. So he got the OnStar people to hit the car up, locate it, and tap it where it ring. And child, at this point, I'm wondering if death had to come. Why not Wyatt? Wyatt is just so shiftless on this show. Is he not shiftless, family? What does he contribute other than a kiki here and there because his ass always playing the high coked up ass fiend? You know? Meanwhile, RK over there in the hood trying to impress the homies. When the phone rings in the car, he ain't even know the phone could do that, child, in the car. Wyatt on his ass. Where is my drugs and where is my mama car? RK said, look here, boy, you sent me on this mission in the middle of the night. I had to wait till morning, but I'm on my way. Good. Well, do you got my money when I get there? Yeah, I got your money, but you need to bring the car and the drugs, and you need to bring them ASAP because my daddy gonna call the police on you soon. Because you technically stole my mama's car. So he say he on his way over there to bring the drugs. Meanwhile, Jim wakes up hungover Catherine. He informs her that the child that brought you home last night done stole your car. Catherine didn't even remember who the hell he brought her home. Then it started to come back. You know, when you been and did a little bit too much, had a little bit too much of late night, early morning. When you first wake up out that sleep, you don't remember too much stuff. But as you sit up a minute, that serotonin get to working and you get to understanding what the hell it is that you done did. And she said when she realized, she was like, that young boy from the bar, child, whatever, we'll get a new one. He said, see, that's what's wrong with you. You're pathetic. And you're bad with money. She said, no, you pathetic. And you bad with money because, see, I got money. You don't. Child, he told her that she need to get her shit together and start being a better judge of people, money, and everything else. She told him to go to hell and went to take her a shower. Wyatt coming there talking about somebody driving up to the house. It was Mitch. So Jim go down there to talk to Mitch, and Mitch is offering the truth. You give us some money for your son's life. You give my family $750,000, and your son's safety is guaranteed. He warned him. Mama Rose is gonna be pissed to know that your son is the person that hurt her son, Benny. So if I was you, I would agree. Jim said he'd do it and he'd give him a check. He said, you know we don't do checks in this family. Cash on it. So he tells him, I get it by morning. We can't wait till the morning because, see, your son about to have a hit on his life right now. So he tell him straight up, $75K to keep, I think it was $750,000, but it could have been $75,000. I wrote down 75, y'all. I think it was $75,000. Either way, that's what you need to pay if you want your son to be able to continue to breathe in the land. That's all. So he tells him that he'll do it. He'll agree. See you later. Jim goes inside and asks Wyatt, how much damn money did you spend on drugs with them people? Wyatt, of course, got smart. Jim warned him that the Malones will not play with you, boy. They will kill your ass. But Wyatt feels that it's Jim's fault because, see, had you not stole my money in the first place, my inheritance, we wouldn't be here. He tells him, boy, if you don't get the hell somewhere out of my face, he warns him that He tells him each and every time I think I'm clear of stuff, I'm drugged back in the mess because of you. Wyatt said, well, it ain't gonna be no, you think you in mess now. You really gonna be in mess if you don't return my money. Now, Jim took that as an idle threat from a fiend. But he don't know that Wyatt done stole his grandfather's rifle from down there in the basement and got it hid up in his room with plans on taking him and Catherine out. And I ain't mad. I just hope that if you're going to do it that way, don't be like the Menendez brothers. Take yourself out, too, because we tired of you, too. I kind of hope Catherine survived it, though. I kind of like okay that she just been down on her luck, back against the wind. Don't feel like she a good woman or a beautiful woman or a good mother. You see, Amanda got killed. And when we going to return back to Amanda's story? Where's Celine at? And them cheering. Child, Tyler. You're going to have to loop this all back around and bring this back up. We can't forget Celine and them cheering. Or the fact that Amanda got murdered. That's the reason why DA girl Salison did, because she discovered it. But anyway, moving along. Now you got Scott, the dude from the Attorney General office. He comes up to Broderick at the bar wanting to know if he knew Candace showed him a picture of. He said he did. Then he said, Scott let him know, I used to work for the FBI a long time before I got here. And I know when somebody lying to me, and I feel like you lying. Broderick again says that he didn't know it, so Scott got on the phone with Homeland Security, and they got him all the way together. He was ready to talk at that point. He ends up admitting that he do know Candace. He said he worried. So he's cooperating. He's going to take him to security so he can overview some of the surveillance tapes, because that's what Scott want to do. Meanwhile, Charles and Candace is over at that hotel talking about seeing his house. Then they go to talking about the sounds he make before he climax. Child having old good time, just falling in love more and more with each other, right? Then one of his men comes in to talk to him, a part of his security detail, I'm assuming. He lets him know that a big story about to come out with Lisa over at the Times, and they're going to be doing that article on her, because when that picture of you and her surfaced of y'all at the White House, a lot of men have come out and said they've been conned by this woman. So the best thing we can do is go on and get rid of her. But see, Charles done fell in love. He don't fell in love. He ain't ready to let her go. He said Landon is on it. Landon gonna talk to her. Old boy was trying to tell him, look, I don't think old boy gonna be able to get this woman to drop this damn story, because I know her and she's gonna go for this. Charles still wants to have faith in Landon's ability to put a stop to this. Meanwhile, old boy is telling Charles, you need to get rid of Candace. He said, I don't want to. No matter how many times the man said he probably need to get rid of Candace, the answer is, I don't want to. So, child, he leaves out and say he gonna do what he can, and we gonna wait on Landon to see if he gonna be able to do something, because again, Charles say, I don't want her gone. Now, he don't tell Candace anything about what's going on, He keeps that to himself. She's none the wiser. She calls Benny after he leaves to go do whatever it is he had to do. And he basically asking her, do old boy know everything about you? She said, yeah. He's like, well, at least that's one less thing. He asked her about money. He said it wasn't no big deal. He don't really want to tell her everything, but he should have just went ahead on and told her. Then he also mentions that their mom has been, done seemed to be, in a funk or sort. Something went on between her and that dude Derek, and he gonna get to the bottom of it. That's when Hannah walked in, and she basically spoke to Candace and told him, put your clothes on, let's get ready to go up to this bank and get this money. Now, he hung up with Candace on the thing, I'm gonna call you back, but he looking at his mama like, I owe them a loan, Spit, right? She said, Ben, I already know that Catherine gonna give me the interest off the money, and you gonna help me pay her back. Of course, he was willing to do that because he don't want to die. And clearly, Mitch family, they kills people, dismember them and everything. So he don't want to die. So he said that he said that he was gonna go ahead on and get dressed. Then it's a knock at the door, right? It's a knock on the door, and she assumed it's Derek. Benny wanted to go answer the door. She said no. He's like, Mama, just tell me what happened with this dude, and I'll go on handle it. She said nothing. Just leave it alone. He's just not who I thought he was. Been acting like I knew that all along. She said, look, boy, stay out of this and go up there and put some clothes on so we can go on down to this bank. So he do it. Now, back at the hospital, Madison distraught because the dead person taken to the morgue was a black person. So he's assuming that it is Jeffrey. But the coroner needs someone to identify the body. So he goes to ask David, who agreed to do it since Veronica then left the hospital in disbelief that her son was dead. Now, back at the hotel, Scott going through surveillance with Broderick. He done figured out doing surveillance that it's a prostitution ring going on. He done figured out that RK, Rocket, Broderick, and some kind of way Candace is involved. Broderick still wasn't wanting to tell everything, so he started putting pressure on him about that immigration situation, and he spilled tea. He said that it is a prostitution ring, Candace is over it, and the three of them just work for her. Scott said, I'm going to need this surveillance footage. Oh, we got to call the owner, Catherine Cryer. Well, do she know anything about it? He tried to say no, but then he eventually said yes. But I don't remember if he told him that Catherine found out and said to put an end to it. So now Broderick gonna have to go to Catherine and get a meeting with Catherine, him, and Scott, so that Scott can put it on her what he need from them to keep them out of trouble, because this the big boys. This bigger than Savannah, baby. This bigger than them coins they got flowing in Savannah. This is the United States government, the president. So this is going to be real interesting to see what's going on, child. When I tell you Scott applied pressure and applied it right, yes, he did. He wants Broderick to call Candace. He say Candace is very nervous and she spook sees it. So he going to have a meeting with Scott. It's going to be Scott, Broderick, and Catherine talking. He gonna get to the bottom of what's going on so that he can get the info he need for Candace Young, because that's who they coming for. Now, we got Madison David in tears down in the morgue waiting to view the body. Then it switches over to a scene where Veronica is obviously at Justin's house about to open the door. Child, it didn't show him, but you could see the silhouette. It looked like Justin opened the door. And the episode, the previews for next week look like it was a misunderstanding. Madison and got something wrong. It wasn't Jeffrey or Justin that showed up there, but Veronica gonna be over there at his house acting some kind of fool in that garage area. David gonna have to stop her. Jim gonna let Catherine know we gonna have to come up with this $75K or our son gonna be dead, like Donnell dead, like ash to ash, dust to dust type of dead. It's speeding up. It's starting to speed up. It's keeping me wanting to know what's gonna happen week after week, and that's good. That's good. That's what I need. I need to be excited. Excuse me, family. I need to be excited about that. Anyway, I'm gonna get on up out of here, but y'all know that there's a new show coming on this month in June, because we're still in May. In June, called Ambitions. I'm gonna check that out, and I probably will be reviewing that along with Queen Sugar, that returns also in June. So you don't have to ask me that. We will be definitely doing those two shows. Well, definitely it's Queen Sugar, but it's really leaning toward I'll be doing Ambition as well. I'm real interested in seeing how that's gonna go, child. That got me a little excited. Thank you all for your continued support. Thank y'all for those who are hitting me up via the Facebook Messenger, inboxes on Instagram, and the few of you who do have my number. Some of y'all text me. Some people email me. I appreciate the support. I got a little sick. I didn't expect to have a head cold in the middle of May, especially with as much stuff going on for this month, being that it's Lupus Awareness Month still. I didn't expect to be taken out the game for a week and a half, but things happen and I'm feeling somewhat better. It's not all out of me, but I feel better and I can talk today, which is more than I have been able to do for the last 4 or 5 days. Speaking has been a challenge because it's either nothing coming out or it's so hoarse you can't figure out what the hell I'm saying. And for a bitch like me that like to talk, that is not what's up. It is simply not what's up at all. I don't like to be restricted, period. So it made me have an appreciation for the voice. Somebody sent me a link down in the panic section of one of my videos, and it was supposed to be taking me to somewhere on Instagram, some information about some bloggers. I'm gonna say this: I like the mess. I love the mess, but I don't love the mess like that. I will look at stuff, but I rarely, as far as I'll look at it, but as far as me commentate on it, y'all know I'm not that messy type of blogger. Now, I will get with your ass if you make me. See, the Lord shut me up last week because I discovered something from a person down here on YouTube. But, child, the fact that he is so small, I can't even bend down and say nothing to him. It's just, and that's not me being ugly or me thinking I'm better or nothing than anybody else. It's just that when you done walked the walk on these YouTube streets and you done been through stuff and you done built yourself up and built yourself up and up several times from different falls that caused you a decline in your viewership, you don't feel like talking and getting into it with somebody who just a baby on the streets and just picking to hoping that you will respond. So I let that baby go. Plus, I understand if I was a power bottom and my peen was that big, I'd be mad at the hell at the world too. And I wouldn't be able to take a kind word because that's all I gave him was a kind word. But he got mad and did him a little video, child. I thought it was hilarious. But come back and see me when you got about 2,000 subscribers. I might respond. Until then, I can't see you. I can't see you. But that's it. That's all, y'all. Y'all know I don't like to be with the mess, but like I said, and I know that that's probably why my viewership suffers some is because right now it's a bunch of mayhem and hoopla and bullshit going on out on the YouTube streets. That's just not my style. Now, if you touch me wrong, I'll respond to your ass. But you gonna have to be somebody on a certain level for me to do that too. I'm not. If you want some help building your channel, just ask me that. But don't try to attack me and think that I'm gonna mention you and go to war with you because I didn't do that in 2016 and I damn sure ain't doing it in 2019. So baby boy, and I'm sure you're gonna find out about this. I ain't worried about what you say about me. I ain't worried about what you say about me. And again, I stand by what I say. Thicken your fucking skin. I can say that because I've been there. I done been low as the earthworms and built myself back up with the assistance of some peoples, okay? Now, the lady and I are dealing with the Teespring online. I think I may be able to release the link this week where you can get your coffee mugs and other Lady Nyca accessories. I will let you guys know as soon as she tells me that we are ready for the launch. I will launch it. I'll do a video and I will tell y'all where to go look, check it out, and get your little merchandise. I'm just grateful that I'm at a point where I can do it, y'all. Because honestly, I never thought that I would move beyond doing reviews and talking, my little shit down here. I never felt like I would be able to grow. And it's because of the support you guys give me here, as well as my supporters that kind of linger in the background that has talked to me and encouraged me and helped me where that was needed. Now, of course, I pay my own way, but child, once you learn, you keep that. You can't do it, don't do it. But it's refreshing to see that after almost 5 years down here that I'm seeing some progress with the channel. I like to say welcome, welcome, welcome to all of my new love things. I know some of y'all came while I've been on this hiatus. Thank you for coming and enjoying some of my past work. It's just it's all the way up from here. we fall down, but we get the hell on back up. And that's what I'm doing. I'm getting back up. And I'm building it the way I want to build it. I don't want to build it off of just clapbacks and being messy, because if some point a woman like me being of a particular age, I'm going to get bored with that shit, and then my viewership is going to fall off. But I build it authentically, talking about the things that, and the things that interest me. And I also like to come in and do these little talks with y'all, from time to time. I like to come down here and encourage it, because in a world full of treacherous ass mother peoples, you need somebody sometime to just put a smile on your face and tell you that everything gonna be all right, and to wrap their virtual arms around you and make you feel love. And that's what I do down here, and it flows easy because this is just how I feel about it. I ain't never no pussy punk or failure. I just ain't with the bullshit, because see me, I don't stay on YouTube with no shit. I get the one to venture off, and that ain't nobody in virtual world worth that. It ain't. That's it. That's all. Y'all remember, as always, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video. Ratings get me recognized on these YT streets. Comment down below in the panel section. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on all of the stuff that went on tonight on this episode of the Have and Have Nots. If you have not become a Love Thing today, please become one by hitting your subscribe button. Also, tap your notification bell button so that each and every time I drop a pre-recorded video or go live from this channel, you will be notified, and you can always come over and join in the conversation. I will see you guys back. I don't have no more reviews this week. I'm getting my little break in, because my reviews are finna pick up. So I will be coming in. I may have a story time for you. If you are not on my Patreon, please look in the description box. Join my Patreon, because I'm finna be really active over there. I feel like if these people are willing to invest in me, I don't give a damn if it's just $1 a month. I need to be over there giving you exclusive content not available always here on the YouTube. So that's what we're going to be doing over there. So you can hit the link down in the description bar below the title, and you can join my Patreon, as well as following me for the free on Spreaker.com. Sometimes I'm going to be doing podcasts over there with special guest people coming in on the podcast, and we're going to be discussing everything from sex to relationships. So look for that to be premiering next June, sometime in the month of June, when I can get my guests and stuff together. We're going to put stuff over there, and it will be exclusively over there. It will not come to YouTube. So follow me over there so you can be aware of when those things happen. I'm going to be doing call-in shows over there. I'm not doing it here on YouTube. And I'll make it a conscious effort to try to do a few more lives a month over here. I will let my moderators know, in advance when I'm going to hit the live button, unless it's impromptu and I really care what people be saying, because I'm just coming in to talk. But yeah, that's what I got going on. Y'all keep me in prayer about this head cold, because it's not all the way gone. I'm still dealing with the after dripping, and child, a horrible mess. A horror and a damn shame at the same time. A horror and a shame. But anyway, y'all, the way my nose felt all week last week, I swear to God, it felt like, y'all know my head bigger than, my head is bigger than the motherfucker. My head is probably some people's waistlines, okay? Child, it is a damn and a shame. A sin and a shame. Damn ridiculous. Bitch, I had to go to bed every day. I told myself, I was so damn miserable and looked so damn bad. I told myself, hashtag go to bed. Because it was really damn ridiculous the way I was around here looking and feeling all last week. It was just a sin and a shame. It was a sin and a damn shame. Anyway, Dad, y'all know I missed y'all, because here I am. The review been over, child. I'm still talking, but I'm going to get on up out of here and let y'all go on about y'all night, because I know people be doing lives at night, and I don't want to hold you. If it's live going on when this upload, child, just come back to it, because this is always going to be here. Them damn lives sometimes disappear on a bitch, and you going to be done caught, and I don't want you to miss no tea if you wants to catch it. But thank you again for supporting the channel, supporting me. I will see you guys back this week. If I don't come with something before Friday. Y'all know our next face-to-face on the camera is going to be Fuck Shit Friday, and you can feel free to submit me story requests. I got one lady over on Instagram that stays sending me stuff, and I want to thank you, Miss Thick P and B, I think. But thank you so much for sending, giving me ideas and suggestions on stories that I could cover on my channel that would be of interest to myself and my viewers. Thank you. That's it. That's all, y'all. Have a good remainder to your Tuesday. I'll see you throughout the week. If you don't see me, girl, I'll see you Friday for, our trending topic. We're going to talk shit while we swallow spit. And I'm out. Peace.